Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deepa Reddy. I'm very new here. I think this is my fourth video and I'm here because I want to talk about my Dubai experience. So I've gotten quite a few DMs asking what are the job opportunities there and how did I get the opportunity there? How did I move? So let's break it all down in this video. The very important question is how did I get the opportunity? So this happened by chance. I got married to a person who was living in Dubai. So the default decision was to move to Dubai after marriage. We had discussed everything, the logistics, the financials, and all of it. And finally, I decided to move to Dubai. After the marriage, I had to quit my job here in Bangalore, and my priority was to find a job in Dubai before I left India because I have my commitments here, so I cannot take the risk of not having a job and then going to Dubai and spending time there. Fortunately, I had my friend over there who was already working in an investment company, and we had discussed about my moving plan, and she did offer me a job verbally. I still had to attend the interview over there, but we had discussed all of the salary and the joining date and the joining formalities over the phone. And my visa was arranged by my husband on a spouse visa. I could move to Dubai. The visa was for 2 years. The sponsor visa was for 2 years. So I had no issue with the visa for 2 years to live in Dubai. But once you start working in Dubai, it is mandatory that the company offers you the work visa. So no matter what visa you move to Dubai in, if you want to work, you still need to get a work visa issued by the company, and every single company will issue that. So yeah, we had discussed everything, and then I moved to Dubai in April, I think around 10th or 11th, and my joining date was around the 25th of April. That is how I started working there. But the most important thing that you need to keep in mind is that if you are planning to move to Dubai, there are multiple ways that you can move to Dubai, and the visa is not as strict as it is with the other countries. So one way is to get a visit visa, go to Dubai. Visit visa is for 60 days and you can extend up to, I think, 2 to 3 times. So you can live there, search for a job, but once you get the offer, ensure that you get your work visa immediately. The second option is to go on a sponsor visa like I did. If you have someone over there, if they can sponsor it, maybe your relative, your brother, sister, or husband, wife, if they can sponsor the visa, you might as well move there on the sponsor visa, which is valid for 2 years, and then you can start looking out for a job. You will have ample time for that. Those are the two options that you can try for a job. And coming to job opportunities in Dubai, let me give you my honest opinion. What I have seen is that if you have a reference like a friend or a relative, it is much easier to find a job and to get a salary of your expectation. If you do not have that, if you are randomly searching for a job, it is very difficult. It is easy to get a job, but the salary will be of a very basic salary. Whatever experience you have, whatever prior experience you have, will not be considered in Dubai because they cannot verify the legitimacy of your experience. So for example, I went from India, I have around 10 years of experience. This will not be considered in Dubai because they cannot call up the companies here and verify if that is a legitimate experience. So because of that, you will have to start as a fresher, and you will have to be prepared to work for a salary which is lesser than what you were getting in India. But I was fortunate in this because, like I said, my friend was already working there and I did give her my expectation. We both were working in a company prior to this, actually, in Bangalore. So she knows me very well, and that's how I could request for the expectation that I had in terms of salary, and I did get it. So the salary structure starts from the basic salary starts from around 3,000 dirhams. So in today's currency, this is around 60 to 70,000 Indian rupees. So keep that in mind. And also, yes, do not convert your currency into Indian rupees because your expense in Dubai is totally different. A chunk of this 3,000 dirhams will go for your rent. Rent is the most expensive thing in Dubai. You can shell out 1,000 to 1,500 dirhams for a very, very, very tiny apartment, and that can go up to 5,000 to 10,000 dirhams. But starting from, you need to shell out at least 1,000 dirhams for your stay, and the rest is all very, very cost effective. It's not that expensive. For example, you have your metro and buses very well connected all over Dubai. So initially, if you do not want to get a vehicle of your own, then public transport is the best option, and it is very, very cheap. And groceries, petrol, fuel, all of those things are very cheap in Dubai. So this is how initial days will look like. Also, another point for people who are not freshers, please consider your commitments in India plus your commitments in Dubai, and only then make your calculations and have an expectation of the salary. Otherwise, it is going to be difficult because the salary that you would be getting in Dubai would be enough for your life in Dubai, and then you might miss out on your commitments here in India. So keep that in mind. Now, let me come to the safety part of it. There are a lot of scams happening in Dubai, like any other country. But since you are a traveler from a different country, you need to be very, very careful about the rules and regulations in Dubai, especially when you're working. There are a lot of companies, and I'm really, really sad to say that these are Indian companies who hire Indian employees, but they do not have a legitimate business. So what they do is they hire Indians, they hire Indians. They do not give them the work visa. They put a condition stating that you need to work for 3 to 6 months, show your performance, basis your performance, we will offer you the visa. That is not how it works. That is illegal. Any company that hires you must provide you the visa, irrespective of your role, irrespective of your performance. The maximum time could be, I think, around 30 days, but within that, you need to have a work visa. If a company puts this condition that you need to work for 3 to 6 months, that is a company that you should avoid. There are multiple companies like this. Please do a background check. Also, there are companies who give you the offer letter. Say, for example, you are hired for a salary of 3,000 dirhams, but the companies will apply for your visa, and in the visa, it would show that your salary is around 1,000 dirhams. So, that again is illegal. You will be in trouble if you accept these kind of offers and these kind of visa applications, because it will hamper your growth. So, after maybe a couple of years, if you want to move to another company, they would definitely do a background check and look at your visa application, your prior work visa. Basis that is how you get your hike. So please be very careful with this. Before you join the company, before you sign any contract, please check with them what is the visa process, when will you get the visa process, what is the salary. Get everything in writing. And after you join, if they do not give you the visa, first and foremost, send out an email, official email to the company stating that you need your work visa. See what they respond. If they denied, you can take that email as a proof. Call up Mohri, which is a labor protection department from the government, and they will give you the solution, because this is illegal and Dubai takes these things very seriously. Coming to work, I have seen a lot of people online on social media, LinkedIn or Instagram, stating that you need to have a resume which is in the ATS format. You need to start applying on Gulf, Naukri, Indeed, and all of these things. Yes, you definitely need to do that, but that is a long wait. There is no guarantee, because let me tell you the harsh truth. In Dubai, companies prefer people who have experience in Dubai, or people from foreign countries, because they expect that standard of education. So if you are from India or Pakistan, you definitely can apply in all of these portals, but please be ready with a salary cut. And the best way to get a job is to have a reference, get a job, get a verbal confirmation, and then move to Dubai. And if you have any plans of moving to Dubai, then wish you all the very best. And if you have any questions, please DM me and I'll be happy to answer. People from foreign countries, because they expect that standard of education. So if you are from India or Pakistan, you definitely can apply in all of these portals, but please be ready with a salary cut. The best way to get a job is to have a reference, get a job, get a verbal confirmation, and then move to Dubai.